RBI Governor, rather after RBI Governor Raghuram Rajan hinted at recapitalization of or recapitalization bonds yesterday, CNBC TV18's Latha Venkatesh caught up with SS Mundra, who's the Deputy Governor. Let's hear out what he has to say.
I think the point is not immediately to pick up one instrument, but the idea is to say that capitalization is a need and it will have many positive impacts. So it should not be postponed for any kind of constraint. So if those constraint emerges, we should be prepared to use the various instruments. I think that is the pitch.
Yes, that certainly was what he was saying, that we should have enough fodder to fuel growth.
Yeah.
So capital is needed. Therefore, we should expect the capitalization bonds in FY17?
I think it will depend on the total how we as we progress in the quarter and what kind of capital need which would emerge for the bank. But as I mentioned, you had a certain announcement in the budget, you have the additional announcement, and probably the fiscal room may continue to build up. So I don't think that it will be a very kind of black and white that there is a need or there would be a recapitalization bond.
I mean, there may not be also.
Yeah, if you know, if a direct contribution or the capital infusion is possible, then it can always remain as one more opportunity which can be used.
Okay. In that case, from what I'm getting from you, the arithmetic which the government and RBI were working with, you know, that they will give 70,000 over the over 3 years, 25, 25, 10. That was what the government was working with.
Yeah.
That may, under current calculations, be less. A little more than that is needed.
If I look at, you know, this estimation was done at the time when we started on the AQR journey, and then it was supposed to be over 2 quarters. So we have seen those quarters, December and March. And typically, if you look at those quarters, that finally the recognition and provisioning which has come is certainly much more than what was suggested by us, identified by us. Yeah. So it's quite clearly that banks have been have done the proactive action. They got more convinced about the merit of doing this, probably which they were, to begin with, they were a reluctant player in the game, but probably they have become quite a willing player. So from that perspective, requirement may be little more. But then little more has already been indicated by way of 12,000 plus than the 25,000 which was originally envisaged. And of course the RBI rules.
The 25,000 came after knowing AQR, sir. Now after knowing the extra provisioning that banks have made over and above the AQR and the watch list, surely you need more capital.
Yes, but then after that RBI provided some room, as you are aware, by harmonizing the rules, and this 12,000 is coming. What I am trying to say that there were 2 components of the AQR exercise. One which was to end with March 2016, and another which was to continue in the 4 quarters of 2017. The point which I am trying to make, that what we look as the enhanced activity which has happened in December and March 16, is quite possible that it is some of the fast forward of 2017, which otherwise, you know, would have happened over the 4 quarters. If it has been pulled forward, to that extent the requirement of 2017 may get compensated. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, and you're going to keep getting